Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Well, 2-year anniversary for the PowMr. It has worked flawlessly. I'm out here almost every day, and most of the time it's on 24/7. In January and part of December, I will turn it off at night so that it's not using standby power, because I do have it's a 240 volt one, so I do have a 3 kVA transformer, not an autoformer, a transformer on it, and I've switched over to the grid using my manual switch here for this, and we're using what, 35 watts. It's running that transformer and that's it. So what I want to do is pull the cover off, take a look inside, see how dusty it is, just look things over in general, make sure all the connections are tight, look for any capacitors that look like they have any bulging or anything, and just a general checkup. I've already turned the solar off in my disconnect here. I can leave, I got these 2 other charge controllers on with it. They can stay on. As you can see, my batteries are at what, 99.9. That one's only doing what, 0.2, and that one's doing 2.5 amps. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the unit off. And like I say, the solar's already off. So I'm going to disconnect the battery. Okay, so I'm going to pull the screws out of the cover, and we'll pull the cover off and take a look inside after 2 years. Well, I did this at 1-year anniversary too, I think, so we'll see how it did this year. 2 screws on this bottom cover. There's 3 screws along here and 1 in the back, so I got them all out. Yeah, let's see. Got this display thing here. Got a ground wire number 6 right here. I just tucked it in behind that, so looks pretty decent in there. These, my filters that I made are, well, every few weeks I have to blow them out, and they're usually just black, so they're doing their job, I'd say, because it doesn't look too awful bad in there. So I'm going to pull this air guide out of the way. We'll take a look in there, and we'll check all the connections. We looked at all the capacitors, and I don't see any bulging on any of them. I don't see anything that looks like an issue. I'm going to check these connections. Nothing, movement there. No movement there. That's the battery input. No, nothing's turning. Alright. So, nothing to do in here, except I'm going to take my air gun and blow it a little bit. There is some dust in here, so let me get the air hose out and I'll give her a quick dusting. little dust in there. Up in here, didn't see much dust flying, just down here near where the fans are. Didn't check those connections. I don't know. You know, I've never disturbed them. They were factory ones, so. Just a whisker. I wouldn't say they were loose. Okay. Get that shield back on, get her button back up, and we'll fire it up, see if it still works after I disturbed it. As you can see, we're fully charged. 0 amps here, 0 amps here, and this is blank, which means there's nothing going in and nothing going out. So I'm going to shut all of this off, let it set for a little bit, and we'll check the voltage of the batteries. These are my originals, and these are ones I use in the camper that I bring in here for the winter and use them here in the garage. So gonna let her set for a little bit, and then we'll check the voltages on them, see how they're doing. It's been 10 minutes or so. Let's see how they're doing. Like I say, there's no balance or anything on these. They've just been hooked up. So 13.57, 13.72. Not terrible. Okay, let's try these are ADC. Let's try the chins. These are a year older. Okay, there's the first one, 13.48. 13.81. You know, not really that bad. I know some of you guys want them to be perfect. Well, this one ain't perfect. Okay, so let's oops, the wrong way, just like always. Let's get things turned back on here. I'll move you back a bit. Okay, so first let's turn these on. There's that one, that one. Okay, there's the solar and solar. Okay, they're what, 0.7 there and 0.1 there. You got smiley faces. Still nothing showing up there. Turn the battery back on. I don't think we need to do a pre-charge because it hasn't been that long. Okay, we're back up and running. I'll turn the solar on for us. should probably hear a beep once this gets started. It's recognized the solar. Watts. Okay, I'm going to switch my transfer switch back over to this. And you can see these are going up. Fans come on. We're using 390 watts. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay. Got 390 watts. I've made what? A megawatt? A little bit more. 2 years time. So, turn on some more. There, all the lights are on now. 611 watts. These are taking all the load. I've got them set that way because it keeps this thing a little quieter, because that fan for the MPPT charger, when it starts charging, that fan is loud, which is the only drawback of these, is they're noisy. But other than that, it's worked flawlessly. And you know, when I start a lot of my machines, like my lathe nets, 1-horse motor, and my bandsaws and some of my grinders, you'll get the overload beep once or twice every time you turn it on. And I've had it actually overload and shut down in 2 years time, maybe a half a dozen times. And it was mostly when I was running an air conditioner and I'd turn on my lathe, which got a 1-horse motor on it, and you know, it would say an overload and shut off. I just had to shut the air conditioner off and come back over and restart it, and it was fine. So I'm happy with it. A lot of people say they're junk and chintzy, but I think a lot of the people that have a lot of problems don't have good solid connections, and you know, don't get the proper bullies to them because they don't have the right wiring, and you know, that kind of thing, which is hard on them. So I'm happy with mine. Some of you guys see this and you got one, let me know what you think of yours. So just kind of a quick video checking it out and making sure she's good for who knows how much longer. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.